Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
My favorite symbol is the tree of life. Hello, hi everyone. As I'm playing on my oh, I'm sorry. What did I do there? Lloyd. As I'm playing on my computer. How is everyone doing? Hi, Justice for All. Hi, I need help with my son. We will begin to see the light and understand there's no room for his nonsense anymore. All right. Did you want a reading, Justice? Hi, Deborah Lewis. Hi, Tiffany. How are you? Let me check to see if Ezra is supposed to be watching the feed because they sent me a picture. Oh, wait. Oh, they sent me a picture over here. Oh, good. Let me just make sure. Is he watching? Yes. Let's see what this rug says. Oh, shoot. How's everyone doing? Home. Oh, it's good to be home. Oh, it's so cool. Look at him out in the sun. Got his rocks ready. Got my rocks ready. Look. So we decided today. Oh, thank you. Kiana. Okay. We decided today. Oh, good. Yay! Ezra's watching. He's in Washington. The power of the internet. If y'all don't take advantage of the power of the internet, I don't know why you ain't, because it's a miracle. What is this? It's a miracle. What the heck is that? It's a miracle thing. Okay, so I went and got, I think Kiana, who's going to be joining us, brought rocks from like Michael's or something, but I don't have a car. So without a car, I'm screwed, right? Okay, so usually when I did have a car, Ezra and I would walk from my house to the car, and Ezra would always find rocks, always. When I wound up in my car accident, the amount of rocks that were in the back seat from everything that Ezra had collected was amazing. It was rock heaven back there, right? So then I thought, well, if I can't get to Michael's, which I could have Ubered to Michael's, but who wants to spend that money? I'm just being cheap right now. And I said, well, Ezra could find rocks every time. I bet I could, right? So I did. I found all of these rocks, right? Which I'm so happy about. And then I found a mother lode. This is the mother lode. I'm not sure if it's a rock. It has rocks in it, right? But it's kind of like the mother lode because it's housing all the baby rocks. So it might be cement, but I liked it. It has this flat surface that I could maybe write a name on it. So what I decided to do was color the rocks and then put them back out because kids play out here, right? And then put them back out and see if the kids or they're not going to tell me because I don't know any of these kids, but see if the rocks disappear. That's what I decided to do. So, the reason why we're doing rock therapy, let's call it, is because as adults, we're forgetting to be kids. And sometimes we just got to sit with our kids and do rock something. Paint a rock, kiss a rock. Look, I'm going to kiss a rock. Should I? I mess up my lipstick. It's Earth. It's Earth. Kiss it. See? I kissed it. It's good to be silly, guys. Okay, Alexi, I'll try it. So yeah, I know, I miss Ezra, and so this is a good way to communicate with me. And I'm telling you, everybody, use the internet. It's a powerful, powerful tool, right? They're not far away. They're right on your computer screen, TV screen, phone screen. All right. So I've got a couple of flat ones that I like. Do you like the flat ones? Those are good. This is another flat one. I washed all the rocks off, even though they look a little grungy still. Found a couple of clear rocks. This is like marble. And this is like I think it's marble. Some of you that have homes, you know what these rocks are. I have no idea what these rocks are. Oh, I did. Oh, several. Oh, okay. I wish I could have done better, like scrub it, but I'm too lazy for all that. Then I get this one that looks like a shark fin. Cooking dinner, always on Bluetooth. Everyone in my home listens to you. Thank you, Alexi. So let me go get the paint. I was trying to be professional. That didn't happen. And let me get some more of whatever this is. Paint. We got this. Now, I don't know if Ezra remembers, but I think we brought this to paint rocks, and we never got around to it. Brought it at the Bullseye. This is really nice. Do you like this set? I brought it at the Bullseye. Oh, thank you. Pretty dress and necklace is fierce. Thank you. Well, let's get KEYONA in. So give me 1 second. You know, I feel like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. That's what this feels like, this segment. We're in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Would you be my psychic neighbor? Oh, wait. That's the stream. KEYONA!
Hey! Hey, Tracy. Hey, guys.
Welcome, KEYONA, guys. So
how are you guys?
I want to tell people to like and share and comment. And today's a day of silliness and fun and talking.
I love to talk.
You're a Gemini.
Yes. And I like to talk. I love it. And lately, I've been getting so passionate. Lately, I'm just like, and this, and this, and that.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah. No, never too much. Never too much. The world needs talkers.
Good.
All right. So can you see the screen? Because Tiffany is saying hi.
Hey, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Hey, Kim says I can't see the comments.
Good. Hi, Ayana. Ayana. Yes.
Hey, Ayana.
How are you? Hi, Sylvester. How are you? Alexi. Oh, wait.
Hey, Alexi.
Who was going to Florida this weekend? Now I'm thinking, sometimes I get my A's mixed up. I got a lot of clients with A names. Alexi, were you going to Florida this weekend? Somebody was going to Florida this weekend. Wait, last weekend. Yeah. No, this, oh, no. They're there right now. Okay. So look what I got.
You know, I like that. I started to get that. I
Okay.
started to get that because, so let me tell you, let me tell everybody, right? So I have all these rocks.
Yeah, I know you have a lot of rocks.
I have more than that.
Where, so you just pick them up?
You know, I've collected them over the years because I have a lot of like bamboo around the house.
Yes.
And like this house, like, I don't know, me and bamboo in this house, it's not growing like it did in my other houses.
Okay.
So, and I've been like rethinking my plant game. So I just have like all these rocks, right?
Oh, yeah.
I have them.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know what to do with them. I have no idea what to do with these rocks. So we were talking and I thought maybe I should get a hot glue gun and try to do something with them.
Yeah, you were telling me something about hot glue gum and I didn't understand that.
I don't even know how to do. I don't even know. I'm like not creative, but I'm trying to like tap into my creativity. So I went to
Metaphysical is all about your creativity. Always remember that.
Yes, and I'm trying to tap in.
This is the brush that came with it. This is a crappy brush. Throw that in the garbage. Get yourselves a brush.
I saw those. I had them in my hand.
I need water. Hold on. Ezra, you need a cup of water. Go get a cup of water. I need water. I'll use my predicted it that Jason gave me.
Love that. I
need water.
All right. And while she's getting water, so I got these a paint pen set because I went and I had the paint brushes and I had the paint, and you know, I was kind of thinking, I was like, this could get kind of messy and I'm not sure if I want to be that creative yet. So I didn't go that route. I just got these paint pens. I said, let's start with the paint pen.
I've never heard of a paint pen.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a paint pen set. So let's see what it is.
It's paint and markers.
It's like a marker that's like paint, I guess.
Okay. Just making up things now. That's the one thing about the creative world. They'll just make up things and sell it.
I can't even wait. I can't even wait. So, you know, I went overboard, right? I went into Michael's and I went kind of overboard. I said, let me just, you know, if I want to hot glue gun some stuff, let me see what I'm going to do. So look what else I got.
Oh, you got a nice tray.
Yeah, it's just a tray, right?
Yeah.
So I figure at some point, I don't know about today, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But at some point, I can make this like a little fairy garden. Right?
With your rocks inside that you painted.
I got this
you can find little miniature mermaids and little miniature, right? Little miniature angels.
Yes.
Right. No, you
and
can.
Make it like this is like some moss that I got. And
so you're creative. What are you talking about? Creative. You're creative.
Well, I never use it, right? So look, I got these little feathers.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I figured maybe I can like cut this or something. I got more feathers. And then, so I figure we'll figure it out.
Okay, all right. So I was on Amazon looking for some miniature something or others. There's all kinds of things. It's miniature angels. Oh, look at this. And if you don't mind me saying, look at this, where you could stick it in your garden.
Yeah. I love
And if you don't,
those.
and if you don't mind me saying, like, paint some of these brown,
Yeah, the
tan,
rocks.
like it's you got to have a multicultural, box.
Oh, those. Yeah. So I could do that with my paint pen. What
That's
do I do
right.
with the rest of them? Oh, here they go. So yeah, I could do that with my paint pen. Let's see how it works.
So Alexi is saying keep the bamboo in fresh water, not from tap.
Not from tap,
Yeah,
like like
like
uh
not from
like
your
spring
faucet.
water, you
Fresh,
know.
fresh water. I don't know what fresh water is then.
Oh, not from tap. I don't know either, but you know what I discovered, what I really think the problem is, one of the problems is sometimes I get this bamboo food.
You're spending too much money. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I don't think that. I
Let
think
me
that
tell
this
you
causes
something.
algae.
Bamboo plants work best in offices, and I think that's the fluorescent lighting.
I think you're right. You should see my bamboo at the office. I'm gonna send you a picture. It
It's
is,
nice.
it is almost to the ceiling. Like that's how tall it is. Like people come into the office and they see my bamboo plant. It's
Yeah.
literally, it is almost as tall. It drapes over to the other cube. Like,
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the
mm-hmm.
fluorescent lighting is rich. You might want to get a little fluorescent light
That might
at
be a good
home.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
because
think I need
I
to
have
not
a
do
problem with
this.
my bamboo too, but yeah,
Yeah,
don't spend too
that's
much.
too much. Yeah. And I
Uh,
think it starts to get algae on it.
yeah, on the rocks.
Like,
Yeah,
can
I
you
got
see?
algae in my bamboo thing, but my bamboo lives, it dies, it lives, it dies. It's the same plant I've had for years. It comes back to life, it dies again. I don't know what happens with this
I bring
thing,
them
but
all back to life.
that's right. Meanwhile, I'm moving and none of my plants can carry. My money plant is a tree.
I know. Oh, I wish that there was a way for you to like take that with you.
I'll put it out in my prayer. It's in a very nice potted, big, so maybe somebody will understand and
Mm-hmm.
take it.
Yeah.
I'm just afraid to put it out in the middle of the sun right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will take it. They take everything else, Kiana, everything I put out. They don't even wait for me to turn my back lately. Everything I put
As
out
soon as
is
you put it out, it's
gone.
gone in 2 seconds. You know?
Listen, I put out for my magic, right? So I have these oak leaves and pine leaves, and literally they were in a black bag, meaning garbage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put it near the garbage, but I was supposed to, but I didn't. So I put it way down here. I didn't even come back downstairs fast enough. The
It was
whole
gone.
bag. It wasn't garbage though, but
Right. They took it.
the whole bag. Somebody's watching me. Somebody's like, that girl's putting out some good. Yeah.
She putting out her herbs and I'm going to pick them up. I don't care what she puts out. I'm taking it. They've been watching you for years. They said, I don't know. I'm going to take it in. And I don't know what she put out, but if she put it out, I'm taking it.
They've been watching me for years, right?
They've been watching you for years. They've been watching you lug those bricks in there, everything for your brick magic. They're like, I don't know what she's doing with that brick, but
Wait,
I'm gonna take
it. Ezra and I chopped up those bricks one day. Yes, we did. We got ourselves a hammer, and all you could hear, because it echoes, is pound, pound, pound. I was so embarrassed, but I was like,
"Oh, okay, here we go."
Oh, that's so pretty. What is the product?
Ooh.
Show us the cover. Show us the cover.
Okay, look at this. Okay. See, look at that. Oh, man.
Yes!
Right?
Oh,
ooh, that's going to be real fun. All right, let me show you.
What is this pen thing? By the way, everyone, get some rocks, right? You know, from the street. You get it from Michael's. I really don't care.
Tons. Oh, you
And
know,
paint with your babies. Go ahead.
like they have these at you know, I've just collected them. So like a Walmart or a Target or you know, one of those stores where you go in the decor section, and
Uh-huh.
they have these rocks all over. But you can even get them. I mean, you know, I have friends that collect rocks from outside. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you ever wanted to collect them from outside, you know.
Yeah, I like it being as cheap as possible. That's my game.
Yeah, I would collect them. Like these rocks, I was watching a little bit before I got on, and I didn't buy
Uh-huh.
these. Well, I bought them, but I bought them over the years. So I've had these rocks for 10 years, probably. I had them for
What?
years. Yeah,
Oh, hell no. It's time to do something with those
yeah,
beauties.
I know. I've had them for years, and I've had like these little things that I bought, you know, from
I like
years.
that bowl.
I don't know
Yeah.
what to do with it. I don't
But
know what to do with
that
it.
bowl is nice though.
So I haven't gotten rid of it because I do have a problem with getting rid of things. But
Oh, tell
I've had
me
it for
about it.
years, right? And I said, that's why I said I need to figure out what to do with these rocks. Oh, this is actually,
That's so pretty.
you can't see how well it dries, but it dries well. So it's called
Oh, that's gonna
a
be my
paint
problem.
pen. And you can get them from like I just Googled on Amazon like rock paint
Mm-hmm.
and the pens came up. And
Mm-hmm.
so while I was in Michael's, I said, let me see if I can find a paint pen. So that's how I found these.
So everyone that's watching, this is actually a form of metaphysical therapy,
Oh,
right? You get some rocks, you start painting, and you just talk, especially if it's children, right? So you kind of say, like, how's school doing? But you don't look at them, right? You start painting. Oh, I like that orange you chose. And is your teacher nice to you? Right? So let me ask Ezra, is how is school doing? Right? I know he is going into the second grade, I believe.
that's why it's getting so big.
I know.
He's getting so big. Oh my gosh.
What
The
can you
second
do?
grade.
What can you do? Second grade. Yes.
Gosh, he's so old
Um,
now.
and this is a way to communicate with your babies, even. All right. Now, Kiana, most people don't know that your channel is the Sunflower
The
Diaries,
Sunflower
the
Diaries on IG.
on IG, the.
The.
It sounds very biblical. These, or very Shakespearean. The, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna start painting. Are you painting yet?
I'm painting.
Okay, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna choose red. I don't know why I am,
But
but I'm gonna
apparently
choose
you
red
have to
because
like
you
make
chose.
sure these are, you got to shake them up real good.
Okay. Oh, Kiana, this is. Oh, let me show you.
Hmm.
Look how pretty that is.
That is so
I
pretty.
mean, the color is very pretty. I like the color. Okay.
I love that.
Um,
I wish I had gotten paint. You know, I started to, but then I was like, you know,
no, listen, have no regrets. You know, we can always do this again. Do you understand? There's never a first, last time. I love when everybody goes, I missed the live. It's like, you can't miss the live. It's on repeat.
you can always watch it again.
You can always watch it again. Oh, by the way, Facebook blocked me for 30 days.
Facebook jail. You're in Facebook jail. What happened?
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't. I mean, I as I was typing, I knew I was going to get into trouble for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. So
Mm-hmm.
I was very careful with my words, but they're not even showing me what I said wrong. And I think the person reported me and then deleted it. So, but Facebook knows I have a history of being like Donald Trump. And so they automatically put me put in jail for 30 days.
You know, no, I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you. IG put me. They didn't put me in jail, but they had the nerve.
Yeah.
I rarely post, but they had the nerve to tell me that my posts have violated some IG law.
Yeah. They got these laws now. Yeah.
Let me tell you what law it was. I don't even know, but it was. I don't even remember posting this. I don't remember even posting this, but it was some type of post where they said, where it was like, you know, it's bad when the witches do this or something. It was like witches and regular people. I don't even remember posting it, but I must have posted it, I guess, at some point. And they had the nerve to tell me that I violated their policy and I had to delete it. And then they said, if you do it again, we'll block you. I don't even post.
What do you remember what you said?
No.
And why was anybody offended
or something? It was
so
some post about like
witches? What's so bad about witches?
I don't know. They didn't even I do not post. So if you go to my page at the Sunflower Diaries, on that page I do tarot card reviews, and every once in a while I'll post like a like a spirit message or a meme or something like that. But I don't post a lot, right? So I think it must have been something from like months ago, because I haven't had time to like even post. Can you believe that?
So they just told you this recently?
They just told me this like 2 days ago.
No. They're going through people's posts. That's what they're doing with me.
And
on IG.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Like, I haven't even posted anything.
I have this thing with my sister where we're line dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And so we used to go line dancing before the COVID. Thank God I was like, tape one of the dances. And let me tell you, she is so adorable line dancing.
Oh, and she's so adorable.
Thank you.
She's so adorable.
She is. And so I posted it a couple of days ago. They go copyright infringement because, it's playing music, copyright infringement. But they said to me, if you feel like you should, keep this, let us know why. Mm-hmm. So, in their message format. And I was like, yo, she has special needs. You tell, Sony or whoever wants to complain about every damn little thing. This is my special needs sister.
Good for you. Fight for your right.
It's a keepsake for my family, for people to be like, yes, Tony's doing fine. Like, y'all stop looking at the money. Get out of here. Everything can't be about the money. Right. Well, I sent it, but they didn't answer.
Here's what I find so annoying. It's like, what I find so annoying? Don't even get me started. But I'm just like, like, you have the nerve to block me, right? But you let your president run rampant for like 4 years with everyone in the book. Like, trust me when I say I'm not even posting anything that has, like, it was some stupid meme. It was just like, it's bad when the witches come out or some shit. Something, like that, right?
Are they against witches? I don't understand that. I see, now you're gonna make me post something about witches to see if they got a problem with witches. That's terrible.
I can't find it. It was there for a couple of days. But
so I have no idea what I'm doing. I finished one rock, but I'm gonna do another rock. So guys, we're this is therapy. Remember, what we're creating is therapy. This is a way to get people to just, that's nice.
So I am gonna, so each one of these pins, you have to like activate them. So I have to like, Like, look, let me show you. Let me show you one, for example. So this is the purple one, but it looks like this
Yes.
until
Yes.
you shake it. But you gotta
Right.
make it good so you can like have a flow, you
Shake
know?
it good. Shake it good. But Kiana, I'm so happy to have you on. I
Thank
want
you.
people to know who you are. You are one of the most vibrant
Thank you.
people. Yeah. 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 And very easy breezy, very supportive, very non-judgmental.
Thank you. That makes me feel good.
Yeah, take the compliment for what it is. And you know what, guys? Listen, we're all going to die from the COVID, and I don't mean that. But can we please live? Can we please be like goofy? Can we please enjoy today?
This
Enjoy
is
your
the time,
children.
right?
This is
This
the
is the
this
time.
is the time. Enjoy your children. That's what this COVID message is all about. I'm missing a flat rock.
You're right.
Not this one. Maybe it's this one. Enjoy, enjoy life. Oh, I read an article today. I was going to post it in the group that people are quitting their jobs
Don't get me
rather than
started.
go rather than go back to work.
Let's talk about that really quickly because I am a
Yeah,
recruiter. I'm a healthcare recruiter.
that's
And
right.
you know, it's funny because one of my candidates watched your show, probably a lot of them, I don't know. But she calls me up and she's like, "Hey, Kiana." I say, "Hey." She says, "You know Tracy?" I said, "Tracy who?" "Tracy who?"
Who?
She said, "You know Tracy online?" I said, "Oh yeah, that's my girl Tracy." And she said, "I
Aw,
saw you on her show." So I know a lot of people watch you, Tracy. But so I work in healthcare recruiting, and
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, you know, people do not want to work. They don't. They don't want to work. They
I love
don't.
it.
They want to work, but maybe they want to do like their own thing. But they're
Yes.
not out here trying to go and deal with someone else's shit. Like they're not really trying to like put up with a lot. Like they want to do their own thing. You know, I think over the years it may have been, I gotta get this job. I gotta get this job
Yes.
or I gotta
Yes.
make this money. And now people are just like, you know what? I'll figure it out. I figured it out for a whole year. So
No, it to me, it is the funniest thing
I'm
ever.
telling you, like, I figured it out for a year. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna ride them. They said I'm gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. I figure out how to get some money some way. It ain't gonna be dealing with your stuff, you know. Like
I
these
am
people, they don't want
I
to work.
I am so in support of people that is saying I'm not taking it anymore.
They're
I
not.
love it.
They're
I
not.
love it. Let me tell you
They're not.
something. Let me tell you something. I was way ahead of this COVID game, right?
Yes, you
I
were.
yeah, I
I
would
think
go
you're
to
still
work.
ahead of it. I think. I mean, you're packing up. You're moving. And every
No,
time I see you move, I'm like, y'all better catch that wave because Tracy's on to something.
listen, I was working from home 4 years before the COVID. Prior to that, I would go to work and they would be like, Tracy, you have to do this. And I'd be like, no.
No, I don't.
Mm. I said, that is not within my job description. And they were like, well, you're not being a team player. I was like, okay, that's good wording. Because HR likes to play word games, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, that's good wording, but you really have to pay me more if you want me to do this. Like they would want me to train people. No. They would
No.
want me to help, you know, personally escort. No. Tracy, can you escort? No. Tracy, can you train? Mm-mm. No, too busy. They're like, no, you're gonna train what you're doing. Mm-mm. No.
Mm-mm. Too busy,
No, and
right?
I'd be like this. No.
That's ahead of the game. Because, I'm telling you, it's something about it. Like, being in employment, being in staffing, having to always see both sides. Like, it's my job
Yes.
to not only get you a job, but help you keep your job. And it's also my job to kind of employ you. And, I hear,
Yes.
so many reasons every day why a person isn't like employable. Why we can't keep you? Why can't you, fire tons of people, hire tons of people, like always, having to see both sides of it. And growing up, it was kind of like this thing where you go to work, you do what you're told. If that's your boss and they tell you to do something, you fucking do it. That's it. Like, there's no nothing about it, right? But being in staffing for the
Some of
last,
your bosses are complete idiots.
well, that, and also just seeing the changes over the last 15 years, because you, like, 15 years ago was like, that was the attitude. You go in and you do what you're told and that's it. And over this last 15 years, it was just kind of like, no, what are you going to do for me? You want me to do something for you? A paycheck is not enough. You want to pay me more? You want to give me a bonus? Like, you want me to do this for you? What are you going to do for me? And now it's flat out like, I'm just not going to do it.
No.
It ain't enough money that you can pay me. I'll go do my own thing. I'm just not going to do it. So it's very interesting to see how, employment is changing over the years, and like how that's working, Sylvester said nowadays companies are combining job responsibilities. Well, they did. They tried. But there are a lot of people that's like, no, you're not going to combine my responsibilities. I went to school for this. This is my title. And this is what I'm going to do. And you're going to pay me to do it.
Right. You're going to pay me for what you hired me for.
Yeah. Like, they
are trying to get away with that, though, Sylvester.
Yeah, they tried to get away with it, and they probably did. But then COVID came in and was like, all y'all go home. And once COVID sent everybody home, and they want everybody back, and they're like, I can't.
I remember when everybody went home, but being at home and being with your children, and it was like nightmare. Like, how do you have on a professional suit and your baby comes into the room, right? Mm-hmm. And then over time, it was just a love fest. It was a love fest to just be home, be with your children. Like, I can't imagine, I don't have a child in this era, but I can't imagine how that cannot be beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is. I was looking at, we see it everywhere. I was looking at Good Morning America, and Laura Spencer, I don't know where she's been, like how she got put on like 3rd hour duty or whatever. But she
got put on the 3rd hour because she just show up on the 1st hour.
She just shows up, right? But if you ever notice, she shows up. She's only working from home all the time.
Right.
And even like at this point, what is
the problem?
I've been trying to figure it out for years. I'm like, I don't know. She I've been trying to figure it out for years.
Scandal. She wound up in some stupid scandal, and somehow GMA gave her executive, creative, blah, 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 blah. And now I guess she just gets to call the shots because she has the executive decisions.
Listen, she comes in like 3rd hour sometimes. I don't know.
She needs to be fired. I don't know what she, listen, excuse me. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm not trying to make people lose your job, but you're making good money to pet your dog.
That's exactly what I was going to say. She's working from home. She has her dogs. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Like, that was not always acceptable.
But that's privilege. That's privilege. So why does she get to do it? It's privilege. Or maybe, like me, is she at the forefront of telling people, I did it, you do it.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, I don't understand it, though, to be honest with you. But I don't know if I'm being a little mean girl. I don't
No,
know.
it's just curiosity. It's just curiosity.
Curiosity. But
Yeah.
it bothers me. It bothers me a little bit. I don't understand someone that can talk about, entertainment, and we got the dogs there. But that's just me. That's
Yeah.
just me not understanding the new world.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
I
see,
just don't
that's what
like
I
her.
mean.
Maybe
It's
I don't favor her.
she's just been missing for so long. That's the problem. She just went missing. She fell off the face of the earth, and now, and every time we see her, she is home in her backyard
She
with her
ain't coming
dog.
back. She's not coming back. She run that show.
She ain't coming back. She's been home with her dogs for like I don't even know, but she is a perfect example of like what COVID is, really has done,
Creating. Yes.
because
In the job market. Yeah.
in the job market, she's a perfect example of it because she's been home for quite some time. And
go ahead.
she just made it look real normal to have your
It
to
bothers
be
me
home,
though.
to have
No,
your
it
dogs,
bothers me.
right?
This is all I see is I see this. Look, Kiana. I see this. I think I could get it. I don't know why the physicality with the dogs bother me. But I think that's my problem. But the dogs need to be paid.
They
Good
need
money.
you never know if they are paid. I don't know anything about them these days. They could be paid. You never know.
Well,
That could be one of the secrets that come out is like this dog was paid more than
actually
Robin Roberts.
there are such things as pet agencies, and they will pay you to have a particular pet in a movie, on a TV show. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs, that's why I don't have too many dogs on a TV show. Somebody's paying for that. That's cute. Somebody's paying for that dog. Yeah, I do. I don't know what I'm doing. I decided I was going in some weird LGBT rainbow color, and then I decided, let me just do all flats.
I think this looks like a window, right?
Okay.
Well, I don't know.
It's a portal.
It's a portal. It looks like a portal. It looks like a portal. So I don't know what else to do with this, but it didn't go quite how I liked it. So we'll see. We'll see.
You know what's funny here? I have all these colors and I can't seem to choose. Isn't that weird? Oh, let me see how Ezra's doing. Hold on.
I like your rocks.
Thank you. I found them in the street. Hold on.
Let's see what Ezra has.
I don't know. Okay. Let me see. My phone. I need a new phone, but I will not purchase one until I move. I can't afford anything right now.
They said Verizon is giving out free phones.
I'm Verizon.
However,
yeah.
We can't say that we trust it, but they are giving out free phones. At this point, I don't see what difference it makes,
Well, but mine is cracked. And guess what they did? They put out no materials to fix your phone for the 12.
Because they're forcing the 5G on you. Like if you don't know by now, you're gonna be a 5G whether you like it or not.
I
know.
But I'm waiting because I think that where I'm going is more AT&T.
You think so? But how's that gonna work? Like, do you have a regular phone number over there? Like, do you transfer your number?
No, it's transferable. Like the number stays the same. It's U.S. territory, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I don't want my job to be interfered with. So I'm gonna have to get a second phone through AT&T, so that if my Verizon doesn't work, then I could just call people, right? Because the service just goes completely like
Like
unavailable.
out of the heart. Can you see my heart?
Unless the cable company has a phone system, I might go with the cable company and a
And
phone.
see how that works for you?
Guess what the cable company is? Baya. Have you seen those commercials?
No.
Never. There's
No.
these commercials in California where they go, Baya. And it's supposed to be cheaper, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get out there and I started to get it because I'm always having issues with my cable company, always. I call
Mm-hmm.
them every few months. I change my plan. I cancel. This has been going on for 6 years.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at Via and I was like, oh, I should just leave Spectrum and I should just do Via. And I didn't. But look how it's all connected.
That's interesting. Maybe we don't have that on the East Coast.
Yeah. Via.
Maybe that's what it is. Red Roses said maybe Laura's dog is a service dog. That is not a service dog, Red Roses. Like I'm pretty sure there is no service to those pets. But you never know. I don't know.
Yeah, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. She did have a knee injury.
I know. And then I thought she was addicted to pain pills. So I thought maybe I thought she was addicted to we can send you some rocks, Melissa. I thought maybe she was addicted to pain pills.
Thank you, Tiffany. I'm gonna put Tiffany. Thank you, Tiffany, sweetie.
Tiffany.
Oh, did you see the message I left for Tiffany? I was like, "Where have you been?" Something like that. Did you see it?
It was hilarious. It was like, "Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Where you been?" Tiffany was living her best life during cancer season. That's what
she did not even come into the feed. She came into the feed before cancer season. We missed her for like 30 days.
She couldn't. She was just out there living her best life and she had no time.
Happy birthday, Cancers. It's over. It's over.
Leo season was waiting like right before cancer was over. All of my Leo friends were like, it's Leo season. It's Leo season. Love you, Cancer, but
none of my people, I'm not doing this right. None of my people bragged about Leo season until the day of. I was so proud of them.
Oh, you guys were at the door. Have you seen those memes where it's like you're at the door, you're like, hey.
I woke up to it's Leo season. That's how I woke up.
That's how you woke up? Did you shoot up like royalty and just say, hey, I'm here? Mm-hmm. I knew it. Yeah, that's how you woke up.
The thing about Leos is that we're really subtle. So when it became Leo season, you'd be like this. Mm-hmm.
That's because all cancer season, you was like, we up next.
So it's Via and it's an orange. The orange color is their thing. And they have internet. They do have phones. So maybe I won't get 8. They might have a phone. I don't know. See, internet, phone, TV, Via, St. Croix. Go to stcroix.com. Okay, whatever.
I just feel like what happens because, it's hurricane season over there. So what happens when you like get all connected onto their stuff, right? Like, is there stuff reliable?
First of all, let me tell you something about hurricane season.
Tell
I found out.
Tell me about it.
Girl. So bad hurricane comes in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they prep for it, right? So what they do is that they hire cruise ships to get you out of the hurricane season and ship you over to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the hurricane passes, you go back on the cruise ship
and go back home.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Now,
what
if you think
happens? Like,
I'm not enjoying cruise ship, I'm gonna get to know the people that sign people up for the cruise ship to escape the hurricane. That's what I'm gonna do.
wow.
It's just the ship becomes a transporter.
Yeah. Well,
But
that
I
seems
like
cool.
it.
I was
It's
gonna say that seems kind of
cool.
cool.
It's cool. When
Right?
I was told this, I was like, is that a problem for you guys? And they're like, no, it's normal for us. Oh, hell no. Normal? Oh, hell no.
But
Y'all
like,
gonna
what
see
happens to
me?
your home, and like, what happens to like all of that?
It's hurricane. Anything can happen. I don't know. I'll tell you when I get there.
I mean, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure they're used to it, right?
Well, Maria really plummeted the island. The
Mm-hmm.
reason why Puerto Rico got so much attention, because what you saw in Puerto Rico happened in the Virgin Islands. Same thing.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
But Puerto Rico had more deaths.
Oh.
And that's why Puerto Rico got so much attention. But the Virgin Islands had the same amount of damage. It was really bad. To this day, there's no street signs. There's no street signs. No street signs.
But there's something about it that I love. I love it,
No street signs. No street signs. Very little stoplights. Aww. They're saying that Ezra is enjoying himself.
Yay.
Ezra, I can't wait to see the rock. So when you're finished, send me a picture so I could post it and show them how talented you are. There's been barely any stop lights, right? Barely. And then we talked about this. It's on the other side of the road.
I know. That's a little scary.
Yeah,
that's a little scary.
I had a couple of miss forgots.
Yeah, that's scary. That's scary. What about the police? Did they pull you over?
No, the police are the nicest people, and if they do something wrong or good, they have these comment cards where you could, say, hey, this
like a customer service.
I was like, comment cards. You just like say he did a good job. He was nice to me. All right. and then my last day there, literally my last day. I go to this restaurant. Local restaurants are the best to attend, right? I go to this restaurant.
And the food is amazing.
Yeah. Come on, KEYONA. It's all the same. When you live somewhere, I swear, I've been to Italy. It's all the goddamn same. One pizza over here tastes the same as this pizza over here.
Really?
I don't think maybe I'm not a foodie.
I'm a foodie.
Maybe you're a foodie.
I am a foodie.
Maybe I'm not a foodie, but I don't understand. Like, okay, maybe it's my problem. And let me be fair to St. Croix, because I'm about to live there, and I don't need the locals to kiss my ass, right? Kick my ass, right? But it's rice, oxtails, rice and beans, rice, chicken.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Curry.
Yeah.
I even went to a Puerto Rican place, and it wasn't much different. Because, we all cook the same thing in all the islands.
Yeah. I love how you said we. As in, are you an islander? Okay. I like that.
I'm already an islander, right. I'm going to take this. So can you hear me, KEYONA?
I can't hear you.
How's everyone doing in the feed? Let's help Tracey purchase a new phone for her. Y'all just always trying to help me. Let me just post that. Let's help Tracey purchase a new phone for her move. She brings us amazing content every day. Show her some love. Send all donations to Tracey Brown Live on CASHAPP.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
should have brought my bell up here.
Thank you, girl.
Ring the bell.
Thank you. Let me leave that up just for a little bit. So KEYONA, we were
Yes.
talking today. Like, what's your concept on age of not age, the 2 new moons in Aquarius? I am not happy.
2 new full moons.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? I can hear you.
Me? You can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all hear KEYONA?
Can you guys hear me?
Can y'all hear KEYONA? I took my phone out, so this is how I missed the Leo horoscope, by the way. I put my earpiece in, and it screwed up the whole system. Hold on.
You just disappeared. Can you hear me at all?
Okay, I can hear you now. Just put one in at a time. What did you say, KEYONA?
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Can you hear me now?
I can. Thank you. Yes.
Oh, okay. So we were talking about so it's 2 new Aquarius full moons, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
And I'm not an astrologist, but I might start learning it. So it's going to be fun. It's just a commitment that I got to make sure I have the time to do it. But
let's just pause for a minute. So I think you would be really good if you invested in learning astrology. And so if anybody knows anyone that's willing to teach it, let KEYONA know at THEE Sunflower Diaries. Okay, so go ahead.
Oh, Tiffany said I have feedback. And I don't know what to do because...
Do you want to come out and come back in? Is it bad, Tiffany? You're such a delay. Hold on a second. They'll answer in a minute.
Okay.
Something might have happened when I came out.
So anyway, let's talk about this. So hopefully we can get into it. So I don't know a lot, but it's going to be 2 Aquarius full moons back to back. Right? So
yes. We already had the one yesterday.
We had the one yesterday, which I think is important because a lot of people have been actually saying it's the 24th, depending on where you are. But there's something to this 2-date moon. Like if you notice, they never really say the full moon for these 2 dates. So to me, it means that this moon must be just as powerful as any other like super moon, any other eclipse. I think that this is going to be powerful. And then because the second full moon is in like the end of August. So there's one at the beginning of Leo season and one at the very end of Leo season, right? And they're both in Aquarius. And I find it interesting that it's going to be...
Does that mean 3 moons in Aquarius?
2 full moons. So
2, but the new moon is in Aquarius too.
The new moon is in Leo.
Oh, the new moon that's coming up is in Leo? Oh, party. Oh, that's when we're gonna party. Oh, I didn't know that. That's my birthday.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
I gotta warn. Listen, this is how I do my family. I have to warn them. I have to be like, listen, party central.
You all do. All of you. All of you. All of you Leos. I have text messages. I have flyers. I have brunch dates. I have save the dates.
Right. Party central. Now, I don't care who's at that party, but there better be a party.
It better be a
central.
Party.
Party central. So go ahead.
So okay, so we have the new moon in Leo, we have the full moon in Aquarius, and then the second full moon will be at the end of Leo season in Aquarius as well. And from what I understand, this is part of the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction from December 21st, our New Year solstice. So this energy,
December 2020. Right. There's something connected with that, and because it's 6 months apart.
This is the energy that, like, I don't know if it activates it, but this is definitely the energy where it's just like there are going to be some huge shifts happening. So we are going to see a lot of changes now within the next, 2 months. We're going to see a lot of the age of Aquarius really come to light, is what they're saying. So because it's in the air sign of Aquarius, and I guess this is a period that really ushers in the age of Aquarius. So you're going to be, seeing a lot of changes, a lot of, Aquarius has a really rebellious nature. So I think you were talking about in your video how like it's time to like really buck the system. All of these structures is still in place. And I think it includes your family structure too. Like, don't be surprised.
That's right.
Don't be surprised of the structures that you start to see change.
Yeah, especially religious systems in the family, especially if, there's a lack of acceptance and women empowerment in some families still. Especially if there's some issues about the LGBTQ community.
Which I think we've been seeing a lot of those changes lately, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen a lot of progression happen, but I think more and more I feel like I'm seeing a lot of people like even push back with the labels. Like, we are really pushing the pronouns, and we're really pushing the like, don't make me choose a gender, don't make me choose a title, don't make me choose a label. A lot of these false identities are starting to like fall away, where people are like, you cannot put me in a box anymore. I refuse to be in your box of whatever that is. I don't need to be.
I mean, it's so amazing to be in this era and to be that strong.
Isn't it?
To stand up for your identity, whatever that means to you, right?
Whatever that means to you. Yeah. Don't you love it?
But people were hiding in my era.
Well, I feel like in your era, it was kind of like, shh, don't do this, don't do that. Be well liked. It goes back to like employment, like you see it playing out in employment, right? It's like, shut your mouth and keep your job, or shut your mouth and fit in, or shut your mouth and don't ruffle
well. You dress so well, because that ideology is for a culture that was never ours in the first place. You speak so well.
Ours in the first place. But now, and I feel like we're starting to see that it was always ours, actually. I think that's what we're starting to see, that it was always ours.
Yes.
But we were, bamboozled. We were tricked.
Bamboozled, yes.
So that's what I think we're starting to realize, and that's what you're starting to see, that it was always ours. We always had the power, and now no one can take that away from us. So that's what I think. I just can't even wait. I think that the most important thing, though, is just kind of remember it affects everything. So you can't pick and choose, right? You can't pick and choose what's going to fall apart. You just got to be willing to understand.
It's just going to fall apart, though. But it's going to fall apart.
It's going to fall apart.
You can't pick and choose, but you can get along and be better at understanding somebody's feelings in a situation. Again, I was very lucky. I took a counseling course, and in this counseling course, we had, I'm gonna forget now. She wanted to be called. She didn't want pronouns, so she didn't want he, she. She wanted her name used.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And so when you're talking, like literally, she would say something, and you weren't allowed to say, like, let's say she would say something. It was very hard to get through this part of my life in the counseling course. So she would say something, and then if you had a response, you were not allowed to say she.
Mm-hmm.
You were allowed to say, what's a good name?
They?
What's a good name? Give
Whatever
me
her
a good name. Just give me any name.
Terry?
So
Terry?
Because I was going to say Terry, but Terry's my sister's name. So I stopped myself. That is the funniest thing ever. I was going to say Terry.
I know.
I can't say Terry.
All right.
I can say
Jasmine?
Tony. I can say Tony.
Okay, I was
Tony
going to say
wouldn't mind.
Jasmine.
Because Tony's a boy-girl name, right? Although her name is Tonya, but it's a boy-girl name, right? And so when you had a response to something that she was saying, you were not allowed to say, well, what she is saying, I agree. No, you had to say what Tony is saying, I agree to. Now, I found that interesting, right? Because when you're having conversations and including somebody else, she is somewhat dismissive.
Yes.
But if
Yes.
you include the name in terms of saying, I agree with Tony, now we've got a relationship in the conversation. I'm not talking about you, I'm including you. And it was so hard to get through because my brain had to get rewired, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then my son and my daughter-in-law worked with kids who were embracing. Now this is years past, right? So I take the counseling course like 3 years later. They're working, around a bunch of kids, and they, if I can remember correctly, these kids demanded the he/she title.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a learning curve.
That's
Because
interesting.
it was so uncomfortable, yet the kids were demanding of it. They would not back down.
What I think of with the he/she title, it's like, I don't know if you've had those friends that had those relationships with boyfriends and girlfriends, and like whenever they would go through something, they referred to their boyfriend or girlfriend as like a he or she and not by their name. Like I always notice that, like if you're in a relationship and you refer to your significant other as he or she versus their name, always felt like that meant like some type of disconnect, right? Like
it's dismissive. Funny you should say that, right?
It's kind of like, oh, I went out with him, and it's like, well, who's him? Who's that?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just say I went out with Robert, or I went out with, Khalifa, or, Jasmine, like who just refers to their people as he and her. I always thought that was real, like, dismissive. Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? Because when I go to Washington, of course, I'm very observant, right? That's my job. I observe everything and everyone, including my own children, right? I call my son's wife my child, even though that's a little weird, but everything is not normal anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that when we're all talking, they refer to each other as Brian, and he always calls her Desandra.
Mm-hmm.
Like he took it a step level, a step more, because Desandra is ethnic, and he's like, no, embrace it. And so he calls her by her full name. Mm-hmm. And I'm always like, I never mention it. Like, it might be the first time I'm mentioning it right now. And I'm always like,
it means something.
It means something.
It means like, I see
I'm
you.
in a relationship with you.
I see you. Yeah. Versus,
I'm sorry, Kiana. I have a tendency of bragging about these people. I'm sorry.
No. I think it means something. I mean,
means something. Even as a parent, you have to be like, how are you raising healthy couples if you're not parenting healthy children?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I do give them a lot of praise, maybe too much, but You
Well,
know,
I don't
I
think it
do
stops just
observe them. And if
because.
I thought I saw something wrong, I would be like, that is fucked up. And they know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love it. I don't think it stops
Thank
just because
you.
they're adults. You know, I think it's important to say, you know, I see you, I see your effort, I see what you're
I
putting
see
forth.
your effort.
Yeah, I see
Yes.
what you're, and it's part of like I see what you're instilling in your family, what you're passing down to your family. You know, it's like it's a contribution. So we were talking about we were talking about this energy, and we were talking about these moons, and I think it's important to say, even with your family, like I see your contribution to what you're instilling in your family, and that's how you see people, because we're not in this box anymore of not seeing people. We're in a box of like, I see you and what you
Or
deserve, what you want.
disrespecting the person that you're sleeping with. How about that?
Right. Exactly. Right. Like now, for
Huh.
me, that you teach one, you teach many. Isn't that what they say? Like, teach one,
Teach
teach
one, teach
many.
one. I like that. Teach one, teach many. I love that.
Hmm.
So,
So,
getting back to the full moon energy and being in the age of Aquarius, this is the one time I had a really rough time understanding the age of Aquarius. I think it's resistance. Like, what am I resisting? Although I'm a metaphysical person, so why am I resisting this energy?
I think this energy is kind of thick. I think this energy,
Okay.
yeah, I
Do you
think,
know I woke up today with as if it was an eclipse?
yeah, I think this energy has been like really, I mean, it's been really thick this last week, like leading up to the full moon. Oh my gosh, just I
You
think it's
said
just
that, but I
changing.
had a great week. And then today I woke up and it's like, but you said you were like, did anybody feel this week? And I didn't.
Mm. Well, I think it's just, I think it's just change is among us.
Oh. Do
I
you
like
have
to think
Aquarius
of
in
it
your
as,
chart?
I have Aquarius in my 12th house.
Meaning what?
Well, I don't know yet because, well, I don't exactly know yet, but I am working on finding out.
Yes, no, I understand. I apologize.
It's
But
okay. It's
Aquarius, well, you know what? Because I found out Cedric, I thought I didn't have a connection with my mother, but I have a, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm a little confused. It doesn't matter. But I do have a connection with my mother because Sagittarius is in my 12th house.
Oh, okay. So I have Aquarius in the 12th house, and so this is the place where all things are hidden, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Hidden away from society,
Hidden issues.
hidden issues, prisons, asylums, isolation, you know.
Oh, asylums. That's very important because that's the metaphysical world.
Yeah,
There's
this
a
other,
fine line.
yeah, they say that the 12th house ruler and planets within touch upon things we hide from others, like addictions, illicit compulsions, um, subconscious patterns,
That's
self
all in the 12th house.
sabotage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is really interesting,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I had a maybe that's why I had like a hard week, because
Yeah.
maybe it has
Yeah.
something to do with like my shadow, my shadow self and my shadow side, and
Well,
you know
let's hidden issues is the key, but let's also remember you're really attacking yourself. You're really working on yourself.
mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
so I wonder if you were armed with that information last week, could you have had a better week?
that's really, yeah, right. Could I have
Hmm.
had a better week, right? Because think it shows up to when it shows up for me, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, you know, it's just like because
Yeah,
you work so hard at certain things. And so when you're triggered, right? And it brings you back, you're like, but didn't I work on this? Like, why is it still bothering me? Or why is this? Or why is that? You know, so
there's still some latent issues
yeah.
that I think you already know what they are, if you don't
Yeah.
mind me saying, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so I think we should be at the point, when I say we, you know, that's how I talk.
Me too.
Where
something like, because lately I only talking we. I don't even know. I'm like, am I talking about me and my spirits? Like, who is we?
Who the hell is we? It's being one with you, being one with your shadow side, being one with change, being one with, you know, holding your hand through this. Like, we got to get through this. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm going to look up my chart real quick. Guys, I go on astrochart.com. Where do you go?
Me too. I do the same, and I used to have it in my phone, but I was this week I was looking at I was starting to get into the houses, and I was trying to learn the houses. And so it's not cash, so I have to put it back in here. That's so funny. We were doing it at the same time. I'm like putting my info back in as we speak, so I can pull it up.
Called astro-charts.com. There are better ones out there, but this one is just very fluid and easy for the public, right?
Yeah,
there is better ones out there, though.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oops, I put PM, and I was born in the AM. When were you born, KEYONA?
I was born in the AM, 2:41 a.m.
Yes.
2:41 in the morning.
So
you said it's been really heavy. Yeah, it was really heavy for me too, Tiffany.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aquarius is in my 5th house. And so is Saturn. So I'm going to look that up to see what that has meaning for me. Aquarius and 5th house.
Oh, okay. It went out for a minute. Can you hear me, Tracy?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I can hear you.
Okay.
It says Aquarius in 5th house, a big rebellious side. My whole life is rebellious. What are you talking about?
That's why, though. Maybe that's why.
Listen to this. Natives born with Aquarius in 5th house want a surprising and adventurous love. They enjoy dealing with what's unique and spending time with their group of friends. You know, it's really funny, KEYONA, but one of my intentions is to go to St. Croix and just have people over my house all the time.
You know, it's funny because that's what I see in my mind for you. Like, I see your house being the house that everyone goes to. Like, everyone goes to your house. I just see music and just lively, like a lively thing. I just see your life being so completely different there. Like, I just see your house being the house that everyone goes to and everyone hangs out there, and you know, just a party and feel good. Like, not just party like back in the day party, because we're not really there anymore.
Yeah, but not that ugly party.
Not like, you know, the party where everybody's like playing cards and playing dominoes and like, you know, it's not like that. But
I never did that anyway. They wouldn't even invite me to the spade table.
Oh, you couldn't play
spades? They wouldn't invite me.
Could you play spades?
They said I was too, you know.
Couldn't play spades. Too much. Oh, you couldn't play because they said
No, because I didn't have the intelligence to play spade. They didn't like me at the spade table.
Oh, I thought they meant like maybe you would like psychically pick up on the cards or something. Oh no.
Completely dumb. I'm counting with my fingers.
Oh yeah.
No, it was bad. It
Oh
was bad. My
yeah,
partners
spades.
used to hate me
Yeah,
because
spades get really
people are
ugly.
mean at spades. They throw their
Yes,
cards. No, and I'd be like, oh, uh.
that's why I
Half the
didn't play
times
a
I didn't
lot
know
of
what the hell a
spades. I
spade
can play
was.
spades, but I didn't play a lot of spades
Are
because
you
people
hard?
would go. And I just never could, like, I could never just muster up all that energy to be like, I just wasn't that, like, into it. I would rather watch from the sides to get in sidelines.
I always watch. I was always sitting next to somebody, and I enjoy the conversations and how mean it gets. They start talking about each other,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'll be sitting like next to my dad, and I'll be like, that's good. That's good right there, right, Dad? I'd be like, I can do all of that, but play, uh-uh,
Yeah,
mm-mm.
that's
People talk
interesting.
about me like a dog.
Yeah, that's interesting because
But notice how sensitive you got when I said that. See, that's a black thing. You got really sensitive. You can't play spades, girl. Oh my God. See, you got sensitive for me.
it goes. It's like,
Mm-mm.
listen, you gotta know, like, you gotta know the language. You gotta know, like, if you're going uptown, if you're going downtown, you gotta know what that means. You have to, like, you can't just listen. You cannot just. This is
I don't even
called
know what
years
that means. Has the spades been
years
upgraded
years of
throughout the
training.
years?
Years of
It
training,
is. It's years of training.
and they
It's
beat you
household
down.
training. And
Yeah, they beat you down. If you can't,
mm-mm,
if you can't get it
mm-mm.
together, you're gonna get beat down. And like,
You better
don't come
leave the
to the
table.
table.
And you better not make somebody lose. And sometimes, remember, I don't know about your family, but most of the times we were playing for dollar bills, like a dollar, not real money. They would get upset.
This was like, sometimes
Uh-uh.
they weren't even playing for money; they were playing for points. I love how
Sometimes
a
it was
lot of
just for
people in the
points. Like,
theater, a lot of people in the theater, like, I don't know how to play spades. I know if y'all don't know how to play spades, you're not invited to the table. Like, you cannot.
you lost your black card. If you can't play spades,
you,
you
you
ain't black.
listen. If you can't play
You got
spades, you're fine,
melanin.
but
You
you're
got
never coming
melanin.
to the
You ain't
table.
black.
You're never coming to the table. We're never
No,
going to teach
don't.
you. Like, you're on your own. You can't figure this out. You're done.
Because they don't play.
They don't play. Like, you can't play
Black
when it
folks
comes
don't
to
play with two
spades.
things: spades and mac and cheese. You fuck up some mac and cheese, they don't kick you out the house.
Listen,
Oh
so
wait,
this
no, not
thing,
mac and cheese. The potato salad. Don't mess up the potato salad.
did you see that, like, that meme with the old ladies and the look of
I
concern
loved
on
it.
their face? It was just like,
They had to have a forum.
they
They were
did.
like, they had to have a committee about this.
Oh,
They had to have a committee about this.
oh no. Oh,
So
I got
what?
paint.
Oh no.
I got paint on the table. All right, hold on. But anyway, so here's, let me show you what I find interesting. And this is probably why my week was so interesting. So it says, hold on. Individuals born with Aquarius in the 12th house are sensitive as far as their awareness of how group work is going, as well as gathered energy of collectives. Aquarius individual is interested in his or her subconscious as well as the origins of life. Did you hear that? Isn't that interesting? Because
Yeah, that's very interesting.
because I've been very I think part of my frustration was like, Tiffany, you can't come to the table, girl. I mean, everybody's loved, but let me tell you.
I wonder
Anyway,
if metaphysical people can't play spades. You heard me?
yeah, because we're not
KEYONA.
concerned.
I wonder if it's metaphysical people.
Yeah,
We're
they
too
can't
busy
play.
watching the feathers float past us.
We're too busy watching the clouds. Our head is too far in the clouds to be too worried about some spades. It's too much energy, you know. Like it's too
So
much
what were you
energy.
saying about your Aquarius and Sagittarius? I'm sorry.
Aquarius in the 12th house. So they're saying that Aquarius individuals
12th
born
house.
with Aquarius in the 12th house are sensitive as far as their awareness of how groups work is going, as well as the gathered energy of the collective. The 12th house Aquarius individual is very interested in his or her subconscious as well as the origins of life. Isn't that interesting? Because I know
Mm,
that this week,
yes.
especially this week, it just really bothered me how like no one's understanding what the hell is going on. I don't know. Hello? Oh, I can't hear you at all. So if you can hear me, I can't hear you. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Sylvester? I'm an air person too. So
Hello,
I'm gonna
hello. Are you
oh
okay?
yeah, now we're back. Yeah.
Good, good, good. Sorry, sorry.
That's okay.
So
So
what were you saying?
so I was just saying, like all week I've been bothered by like the energies and like where we're moving to, and like I'm just like, how is it no one's understanding what's going on? Like if you don't get right with the oneness that's happening in the world, then you're gonna get left behind. And it's been like really bothering me that people are so occupied with the things that like I'm like that doesn't even matter. Like whatever you think about this structure or that structure, like it's gonna be gone anyway. So if you don't understand, I don't know. I just felt like everybody got to get with the program, and no one's getting with the program.
I'm reading Revelations in my book club, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
In my podcast. And I had a revelation today about revelations. And so they keep saying something about God's people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think what I figured out, now I can't remember, but I think what I figured out is God's people are the ones that are getting it.
Yeah.
So, like a good example of that is, I'll use an example that came up today in group without mentioning any names. It's kind of like, okay, my mom is like, I'll use my example. When my dad needed a place to stay, my dad called me up and he said, "Can I come stay with you?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Absolutely." Now, at the time, nobody liked my dad. And so they would have preferred that I would have treated him like dirt,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it didn't dawn on me to treat him like dirt.
Mm-hmm.
He was my dad. He birthed me. He was not perfect. That was not a measure I had for him anymore. When he said he needed help,
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Sure, come on in."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Some things got to change. Or you gonna pay all the rent?" But that's a Leo. It's selfish me, right? But that's not the point.
Mm-hmm.
The point is when all the other women around me got mad at me for helping my dad.
Mm-hmm.
When I was reading Revelations today, I didn't use this example, but that's where God is measuring us.
Yeah.
God is measuring us
Exactly.
in ways that we're not recognizing. So you could be sanctified, you can go to church every day, but are you helping?
Mm-hmm.
Where's that at?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think at the end of days, we like, you and I are here today to remind people that their job, right? That's why we're here. That's what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
To
Mm-hmm.
remind people, no, you gotta help because
Mm-hmm.
it's about the end of days. And the end of days is in heaven. And the end
Mm-hmm.
of days may not occur until you're 95. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't live your life well, then
Mm-hmm.
I think this is why COVID gets here. But I get all tongue tied because I feel like I keep trying to convince people that we're ugly today. We're ugly. All of
And we
us
see
are
it.
ugly.
And we see it play out, you know, we see it
Right.
play out. And I think that's, you know, that's what's so important is that as you see it play out, what is your part in this? You know,
Yes.
what is your part
Yes.
in, because it's gonna play out. Like we
Because you
know,
have a part in this.
yeah,
Okay.
we know that you're gonna see it, but what's your part gonna be when you see it?
So one of the things that I brought up is like how Germany had the flood and China had the flood, but it's not affecting me, Kiana.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go about my life. I'm gonna watch TV, the flooding. I'm gonna eat my chicken while I'm watching.
Mm-hmm.
But it does affect me. Did I tell you that fucking squirrel comes in my house now? No, he's in my no.
The squirrel said you was gone too long. Me and you together forever.
I know you don't. Nobody believes me. There was a movie about squirrels, and I remember thinking that would happen to me, and now it just happens. I'm gonna take this, and you could see this damn squirrel's in my house. Get out! Don't look at. Get out, squirrel. Get. If I don't feed him, then he gets all panties in his bunch.
Is that his name, Squirrel?
Get out of my house. I'm gonna send that to the group.
Mm.
So while I'm sitting there watching Germany flood, watching people hurt, knowing that people have died, while I'm watching China flood, and it's not happening to me, I'm okay.
And you know what they're saying on the news? They're saying apocalyptic floods. That's what the title
Yeah,
is on the news. Apocalyptic
I didn't
floods.
know that. But
Mm-hmm.
that's what when I'm reading Revelations, that makes sense because when I'm reading Revelations, it's like, what's my part?
Mm-hmm.
And at the very least, when we see stuff like that, prayer is your part. That's the
Prayer
least
is your
you
part.
could do.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Prayer is your part, you know?
please, God, take care of China. Please, God, take care of. I can't imagine being in that situation.
Yeah. And I've been liking lately to like push out energetic love, you know?
What does that mean to you? Tell me.
It just means, you know, a lot of people are like, well, how do you do that? And it's like, you know,
Yeah.
we all have our own energy and you
Yes.
just send it out. Like your intention is to take your energy of love and send it out to wrap it around others. Right. So
Yeah. Yeah.
when I see it, I'm like, you know, I'm just going to take my time and I'm going to send out that energetic love. Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people, I think this is goes with the full moon, the age of Aquarius,
Yes.
the energy of air, right? The merging of timelines, the merging of heaven and earth. So you figure if we're going to be in 5D and we're going to have heaven on earth, and we're going to have to like pick and choose our heaven or hell, right? So if I choose heaven, then I choose to send that love out to cover all. And it's
That's
not my job
beautiful.
how it helps them, right? I don't know how it helps them, but if they're
But
covered,
that's not the point. You're
that's
doing
is not the
your
point.
job.
I'm doing my
Yeah.
job, and
So
however
what
it's
did you
supposed to
call
help
that?
them.
What did you
Energetic
call that?
love, energetic love.
And is that a concept that you came to?
It's not a concept that I came to. I think it's just my own energy that I.
Energetic universal love?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's my energy that I choose to push out. It's my energy that I received from heaven, and I channel it through and push it out. Right,
Well,
as
I,
you're
I
covered in.
think it's important from a marketing standpoint to like use that, own it, you know, create it, teach it. Like that's I think what you just said because I do the same thing. I didn't have a name for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things I've learned is because I'm Catholic, right? So
Mm-hmm.
one of the things I've learned is that when you make the sign of the cross, you're always only blessing yourself. So you make the sign of the cross, you do it this way, inside, to you.
Mm-hmm.
What I've learned is to do it like this.
Oh, I never.
Because I'm.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, push it out.
Pushing it out, right?
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
because I'm Catholic, there are certain things that just never leave you, and the sign of the cross is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I'll be driving, and you'll see, and I'm not driving anymore, but you would see something that just be like, but you're driving, right? And so you're in traffic, like you can't stop. There's nothing, absolutely nothing you could do. And then I would just go, and then sometimes I would go, and if I had enough time, depending upon a light, then I would just push it out.
Yeah, that's so important.
But I think I was doing something and you labeled it. So I'm just saying that, sometimes you have to take ownership of something. And sometimes, KEYONA, you can take ownership and then take that one topic and speak about it and speak about it and speak about it. Because the masses need to know how to care. How do you care?
Yeah.
How do you participate when China's flooding? How do you do that? So I think what I'm hearing is energetic, universal, what?
Love. Yep. Yeah. It makes sense. It's so funny because I got a phone call today from my dog walker, and you guys see I always write down the things that I want, the things that I need to happen, the things that I want to happen. I have these all over my house, Sometimes I put them up here, so when I have company, everyone can't see what I want. Like sometimes it's just for me. But she sees this stuff all over the house, and she's like, KEYONA, how do I write down my desires?
Ooh.
I was like, well, it's really easy. And she's like, but no, I want to write down my wants and my desires. I'm like, well, I think it's the same thing. It's the same thing. But I thought it was so funny because I think she sees this stuff around my house and she's just like, I don't know what she's doing, but I need to get in on that. So,
so I just want to offer up, I think it's time for you to, we've talked about this before, but I just think it's time. Still trying to push you. It's time to start teaching others. And I really like this concept, energetic, universal love, and how to give back when you're helpless.
Yeah, I think it's so important because, we're going to see these things happen, this is the time, like you're reading on Revelations, and it's time that we stop being so shocked by like what we see on the news, right? Like I think it's time that we just stop being so shocked. Like we had a whole year of COVID. We've seen the impossible become possible. We are seeing, I'm always thankful for your Uranus and Taurus videos. And I think if anybody needs to go back and watch all of them, watch them for your sign, because like we're going to see the impossible become possible. And so in order for us to do our part, like we can't just sit back and be shocked anymore. We have to do our part and say, it's time for everybody to step up and lead, just step up. If you're watching this, it's time to step up, right? Like it's time to just stop saying like, can you believe this or can you believe that? Like what can you do, right? What can you do to help these people? So we can't help the people in the flood. It's not always going to be about material money, right? Because we have Uranus and Taurus. So you have to start thinking about what can you do besides give the material, right? We're in a different age. We have these 2 full moons in the air sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is all about humanity too. And in addition to the rebelliousness, it's also about innovation. It's about creativity. It's about humanity and giving back. And so we're going to start seeing how we can give back. We have to start giving back. And like, you have to start thinking about ways that you can give back that's just not a donation. it's how can I help, even if it's energetically, even if it's a prayer, even if it's like
Yes.
love. Take your time every day, wake up and send out love to everyone.
Can
So
I also add, no one's asking you to be a saint. Change is evolution. So it's okay to backslide, right?
yeah,
But it like incorporate something better in your life to get to a better place. How's the baby
oh,
doing?
oh, my little baby, he's getting older, and it's
Was
just
he
like,
whining just now?
yeah, he's just been whining, and he's just like, he wasn't always a lap dog, but the older he gets, he just likes to do just like
Mhm.
this. Like, this is what he likes to do, And I
Mhm.
just like, oh, my little baby.
How's his hearing?
It's a little better. They said that he has diminished hearing in his right ear, which, he'll be 13 in November. And he has some arthritis now. And it was like really, that was the other reason why this week was like so long and so scary, because he wasn't really moving at all and he couldn't hear me. And, I come home and he beats me at the door. And like this week, he's just been like, sleep. I've never even
Oh my
seen him
God.
sleep so deep. He's sleep when I get home. Okay.
It sounds like, listen, I used to leave half my door open, right? So my screen door you could see through, and Cash used to sleep at the screen door. And I left it open because there would be some activity, right? I would come home, he passed out, I would step over him, and then he could always sense me. Does your dog sense eventually? And he
I
would
mean,
sense me and he'd
eventually,
come
yeah,
looking for me.
eventually. But it's just like, he used to be like, now he's just like,
It's age. It's just
yeah,
age. It's just
yeah,
age.
yeah.
My Cash used to do that. I used to literally come in and go, oh God, and just step over her, and she wouldn't know that I was in the house. Maybe she was deaf. Now that I'm thinking about it. She wouldn't know I was in the house.
She was
I
probably
usually
deaf.
She was probably deaf. I usually go straight to the bathroom. And there is a trigger. There is something into like going on in here that gets her to, I don't know if it's a smell, maybe my smell. And then she would come looking for me. And it's so cute. One day I was sitting here, and because I always make a beeline to the bathroom, she
Mm-hmm.
did this. I was watching her, and she went straight to the bathroom. She didn't see me.
Mm-hmm.
And then she came back out, and she was like, "Oh, like, you always go to the bathroom." Oh, wait, my thing's on fire. Hold on a second.
Oh no! Oh, I don't know what's on fire. That sounds bad. Or Rosa says sometimes you have to save yourself. Just how can I help throw it out there? Yeah, it's true. You throw it out in the universe and it
Ooh,
comes back.
my can you hear me?
Now
My
I can't.
can Okay, my candle and Brittany's candle is about to explode. Let me tell you something.
Oh, that's a lot of energy.
Because
Thank you.
it's
It's in the stars.
yeah, it's a lot of
She said she
energy.
loves my hair.
Oh, didn't I tell you that? It's the best hair ever.
Thank you.
You don't believe me though.
It's just not my favorite hair, but thank you. Thank you. It's a lot. It's a lot of hair, but believe it or not, I want more. I love hair. I love hair.
You're such a Gemini. You're like my
I love
daughter-in-law.
hair.
She
The
loves
bigger the better.
hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
surprise me, just like my daughter-in-law.
Yeah. The bigger the better.
It must be a Gemini thing. Are you guys
Mm-hmm.
big personality? I'm missing something with Geminis that I don't think I knew. I have Virgo and Gemini,
Mm-hmm.
right?
No, I think Geminis are the best, but we're, we're the best, but we're a little like a little bit of everything.
I never put Geminis down. I've never had a problem with the Gemini. Nope, nope, nope.
Yeah, we're a little bit of everything. I think we're very big, you know. I think we're
Yes.
very big in personality.
So, Kiana, I had this. You didn't see this last one. I had this last one. I'm gonna
Ooh.
do something with it. I don't know yet what yet, because this paint was like kitty paint, so it wasn't like good
See,
quality
I
stuff.
love that paint, and what I found is I think it's a little bit easier to do the paint. So you can have it all. I think you can have both the pens and you can have the paint because
What's
the
the name of the pens, Kiana? I like the
it's called
pens.
the pen is called paint. It's called a paint pen.
Paint pen. But who
Yeah.
makes it? Who makes it?
This one is made by Craft Smart, and
Okay.
it's a paint pen. Can you
Oh,
see that?
let me see if I can highlight you. Solo layout. Go ahead.
Paint pen.
Come closer.
Craft Smart paint pen
Come closer.
set.
Come closer. Don't be afraid. Nah, it's not. Oh, there it goes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, craft smart. Good, good, good. Thank you.
So that one, and so here's my rock, and I'm not done with it.
It's cute. You gotta let it dry and then get the other side.
It's like not good with my left hand. Hold on. Let's see.
No, it's good.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not
good.
done with it.
It's good. All right. I painted like 1,000 rocks. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. And so if you buy the paint, do the rock, and then you can go back over it and with the paint pen, right? And you could go back over it. And so with this one, I started to do like a heart on there.
Kiana, I'm wondering if I should just put a number on the rocks, and because I'm gonna give it back to the community and let them figure out like what magical, mystical meaning it has for them.
Yeah, that sounds really fun. Yeah, I want to do more of this. I want to go out and get some paint.
See, it busted. Did you hear it just now?
I heard it just now. I heard that.
It busted.
Well, you know, Brittany's on fire. Brittany got all that Sagittarius energy, and she is on fire. Go, Brittany. Go, Brittany. Go. Go, Brittany. Like, she is on fire.
You know what happened? She's always used her energy on stage. And right now, she's refusing to do anything that incorporates her father telling her what to do. And I get it, but she still has that energy. So now that feisty energy has decided to kick people's asses.
Yes, it is. And she is, everybody's scared. Everybody is running. Right?
Now, I don't know if you saw what I posted on Dan Schneider.
Yes, I did.
Did you
do that
it?
video in the did you do that video when you were in St. Croix?
Which
think
one?
so. The Dan Snyder?
No, that wasn't me. I posted that from my channel. This is from this guy called Sloan. When you look at the video,
you know, I didn't finish watching it. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm all over that video. Let me tell you something. I sent it to my son. Oh, I was looking for this piece. Look, I was looking for this flat piece. I sent it to my son, and they really just gave me credit for just being a really good momager, right? And all the people, my son said, look at the comments. And I looked at the comments, and people were saying, you were right, Tracy, you're a good mom. Nickelodeon made me feel like the worst person ever. Less than. They made me feel like, even as an African American mom, that I didn't know what was best for my son. And this guy Sloan did a whole video on Dan Schneider and had me all in the video.
I saw some of it, but I didn't see all of it.
I didn't do that. He did that.
Okay, go. Because here's the thing. This is what we realize. This is what we're going to realize. Again, I speak in we these days, but whatever. But we're gonna see that the things that we've always been told that we were crazy. We've always been told that we were off. We've always been told that we weren't right in some way, some shape, or some form.
Yeah, how
And
do you get to tell me how to raise my child?
exactly. And no offense, but like, okay, Nickelodeon, like all of those kids were fucked up. Like,
Now,
I'm not
now
saying
can you
F
see?
word, but they
They're
were effed
all
up,
screwed
right?
up.
Screwed
Yes.
up. So I mean, when I say screwed up, I just mean, you know, I always feel sorry for the kids because I feel like the kids are the least taken care of, you know, the least concerned for. I think it's a real problem with the
It
fact
is.
that the media plays these kids off. You know, you have Demi Lovato, she can't get straight to save her life. You know, Britney's
Yes.
been in a prison for 13 years of her.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
most of her
All
adult
based
life.
upon childhood stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm even thinking about suing Nickelodeon.
I mean,
Seriously.
yeah.
No.
I don't
Like,
see why you
how
wouldn't,
dare
because
you
that
just
is,
not let me be a mother? Like, how dare you?
yes. And not only did they not let you be, well, you were looking out for your kid, and not only were you looking out for your kid, but like think about it. Look at these kids now. How many of them have been molested? How
Yes.
many of them now are doing the molesting? And I don't like the whole like I was
Yes.
molested, so I'm a molester. I don't like
But
that
it's a
story,
part of this system, though.
but it's
It
a
is
it's,
real in this system, this
mm-hmm,
isolated system. If
mm-hmm.
you're molested somehow or another, you do the same thing. It's
You
just
do the same
psychological
thing.
damage,
Mm-hmm.
and they need to be responsible for giving kids some medical help.
Say it again.
And they do, and they damage my son. Like, you wanted him to turn out like a pervert. Like, why was it not okay for me to allow like some sense of parental discipline? Like, why were
Mhm.
you so interested in taking that away from me?
Because, and now you see why, though. Now you see exactly why. Because if they had taken you out the picture, then we can have him and we can do whatever we want to with him.
Thank
And
you.
we can have him
Thank you.
do whatever we want him to do with others.
Let me tell you something. It felt also very racial, like oh, that's pretty, to
That's a hard.
diminish the black boy in the group.
Mm-hmm.
It felt very racial too,
Mm-hmm.
like to say to the only black boy in the group, we don't value you.
We don't value you. And now, because then you knew it was wrong, right? You knew it was wrong, but there was a part of you that was just like, you know, you're just a mom trying to raise your kid. You're just a mom trying to protect your kid. Like, you didn't have the time to kind of like do the, you know, piece together what was being said to you. But now you have more time, and look at where we are, where we're like, no, we were and should have been valued. And you
Right.
that.
The mother in me should have been valued, should have been respected.
And my son should have been valued and
My
respected.
son,
And how
my
many
son should have been
opportunities,
valued. Like,
how
you
many
are, like, how
opportunities,
dare you fire him?
well,
Because
with
you
that being
couldn't use
said,
him for your purposes.
how
You were
many
going to say how many
opportunities did you
opportunities?
miss?
Plenty. They cost us money.
How many
They cost
opportunities did you miss
cost
out
us
on?
money. They cost my son self-esteem.
Hmm.
Even like giving the impression to my son that his mother is your mother's the problem. But meanwhile you're looking to raise perverts secretly. I'm thinking about suing Nickel, and I'm dead serious. I'm so pissed right now. All right, Kiana, I gotta get out of here.
All right. Well, it was really good catching up with you.
Yes,
Really good
I would
catching up
love
with the
for you
chat.
to come back, and maybe we could talk about the Leo moon.
Yes. And when I come back, I'm going to have me some more paint.
Yes.
And I'm going to
I want
figure
some
out how to
pictures,
use
and I want to see you make that box the next time. Like, literally make it.
Gorilla Glue.
Yes.
Okay. For the
Yes.
box, not for your hair. I'm going to do this.
I want to see what it looks like. And I want to see some angels or fairies or something in that you're going to purchase to put in the box.
Yeah, it's going to be real fun. I think I'm going to super glue them on the outside. Like do the Gorilla Glue gun on the outside, and I'm going to
do it. Do it. I can't wait to see it, but I better get up out of here. I got to go back to work.
All right. It was really good catching up with you guys.
Say thank you, everyone, to KEYONA. It was so much fun. Oh,
Bye,
Tiffany. Tiffany said she lit a candle for Brittany last night. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Tiffany.
you. Thank you. All right, Tiffany.
Bye.
Write, everyone, write your letters. It's really important for this Aquarian moon. It's mental. So write letters. Write letters in your own situation and start asking what you want. Don't be afraid. God wants to give it to you, but you gotta say something. All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown, Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown Live. Tracey Brown. Tracey Brown Live.